you're into all things witchy, spooky, wonderful, come and join me as I get ready to launch my Blonde Psychic website. I have been building it for the last few weeks and I've got a few more little things I've got to add to it, but it will be up and running soon. I have a huge variety of my tarot reads on there. You can actually choose from questions you want to ask as well, and I have listed so many different genres and questions. It's amazing how much you can ask. I also have my personal decks on there, some generic decks, my trauma counselling, and I have a great little incentive with our mental health merchandise. T-shirts and jumpers. Every time you buy one, 100% of the profits will go back into offering free mental health counselling for those in need. I also have my self-help books and the books that I've published. I have crystals, spiritual jewelry I've collaborated on, tarot cards, candles, incense, essential oil, perfume. There is so much that I have put into this website. This is why it's taken me so long to build, and I still have more to go. If you're interested in becoming an ambassador for me or creating some content, link up with me. Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for sticking with me and being patient and waiting for me to actually take the time to record this video. I was going to do a totally different video to put up on my YouTube channel next, but I decided that since I'm going through this healing journey that I'm going on, my Life Before Me trauma counselling, that I should actually do something and help with my healing, purging that I'm going through. So today I'm doing a channeled message from my starseed self, my life that I lived as a starseed, and that's as Deehyour. Deehyour. Think Eeyore, but Deehyour. Okay? Now she was a starseed that is a pink person. She actually teaches heart-centered love. And her trauma is that before her world was, what's the word? Before her world was, I've got such a mental blank. This is why they call me the blonde psychic, because it's there one minute, then it's gone the next. So what happened was, I'll tell you the backstory. They're from the Pink Nebula within the Saggita constellation, okay? There are 3 races within that constellation. The blacks, who teach familial love, like friendships. The blues, who teach soul-centered love. And the pinks, who teach heart-centered loves. Before any of them were given the roles of teaching love, their planet was actually at war. The Draconian Empire was actually trying to take over their constellation, their planet. And there was intervened by the Council of the Five. The Council of the Five overlooked the whole galaxy and protect it. Now the Council of the Five intervened, told the Draconians to back off. They did back off, so no more war was going to happen. But there's always this constant fear of war and a vengeance and, wanting them to take over, which Deehyour lives in fear of. So I asked her, how can I help you eliminate that fear? How can I help heal that trauma that occurred within the starseed life that we shared? Because even though I'm now in my human form, how death and reincarnation works is that the soul stays within that body, within that person. And when you die, it just leaves that body. But you leaves the physical body, but you're still that person within that presence. But your energy is what goes into the next being, which chooses your next life form, okay? So I have been a lot of different lives since the dawn of time, since my life that I'm living now. And we're talking about my second starseed life, which was my 3rd life altogether. First I was Hecate. No, I lie. First I was an atom. We all came from atoms, from energy. Second was Hecate. 3rd was a founder starseed named Juno. 4th was a starseed called Deehyour. from the Pink Nebula. And this is who we're channeling with today. This is who we're talking to today. And yes, I'm in bed doing this because I'm having a self-care mental health day. But I feel like part of my mental health is helping you. So I am going to be doing this reading from bed. But it is progress, and it is still being productive, and it is still doing my spiritual work, which actually makes my heart sing. Oh my god, I wanted to cry, then I was getting so emotional. Whew. Going through a journey, and this purging is really, really getting to me, I'm telling you. I am holding rose quartz, by the way, to help me connect, even though she's a part of me and lives within me every day. But back to Deehyour and how to eliminate her fear. She said that I need to spread awareness of her story, number one. Make people aware that there are different alien races out there. And make people aware that there are threats within our everyday lives. There is good versus evil. Always choose the light. Even if you're in the deepest, darkest of despair, always work towards and choose the light. Vibrate high and always choose good over evil. You can't live in fear. You can't live in a fear-based reality. It's low vibrational energy, and you'll just go around and around in a circle and get trapped in that fear-based reality and never progress or change. This is a part of Deehyour's healing journey, bringing awareness to low vibrational energy, bringing you a message of hope through your love story, the channeled message of your love story, letting you know where to go with your love story, what action to take, how to heal it, and bringing awareness to the world that there are other civilizations out there battling everyday issues like we battle. Some people may not believe in it, and that's completely fine. They have free will. Welcome to my world. My dogs knock my camera. This is my life. They bark, children interrupt me, or they knock my camera. That's okay. We're not all perfect. I don't want to be up at my desk today with my tripod so my camera doesn't move. I want to be in bed doing this reading, relaxing, taking care of my mental health, and bringing you this message of love. So Deehyour wants you to know that she is out there. She has been through the troubles you've been through. She has felt fear on a humongous scale. She turns that fear into teachings of love. But this was instructed for them, upon them, by the Council of Five. But that's okay. She accepts her mission, and she accepts it with grace, and teaches it with grace. And this is what I'm doing today as well. Teaching through her. Her legacy is living on and still expanding to you. Through me to you. I'm not going to do an object for this one, so just go ahead to what number your whatever comes in your mind first, 1, 2, or 3. And I'm sorry if I'm having a blonde day, because I really am having a blonde day. I am I'm having some mental health problems, and they have taken a toll on me a lot. And my brain's a bit frazzled from trying to recover from the mental what do you call it? The mental strain that I've put it under, or that has been thrust upon me. So I will be a bit slower in these readings, but I still do them from a place of love, light, and authenticity. So please choose whatever number comes to your mind first, 1, 2, or 3. Listen to your channeled love story, and also know that I will pull some cards for advice. I hope this message from Deehyour can bring you some much needed advice about your love story. And if you'd like to connect with me for a reading, a starseed reading, or any healing or trauma counselling, my link as always will be in bio. Much love to you all, and I'll see you in your reading. Group 1, hello, and welcome to your love story channeled reading. This is a channeled reading in conjunction with Deehyour, a pink person from Nebula who teaches love-centered, heart-centered love for a living. If you'd like to connect with me, to book any readings, a starseed reading, past lives reading, or trauma counseling, my link will be, as always, in bio. I apologize if I have any blonde moments. I am having a mental health care day and I should be resting, but doing this reading actually helps me to recover mentally after some stress that's been happening. But let's take this time to channel this message, find out what your love story is through Deehyour, in conjunction with Deehyour, and go and watch the introduction if you want the backstory of Deehyour and her life, because it is quite a beautiful story. This is help healing her trauma as well, by bringing awareness to her story, and also helping you find out what your love story is and what you need to do to heal it. Take some breaths. Deehyour is here already, present. Straight away in my mind's eye, there's a big doorway and it's covered with fog. There's a lot of fog and smoke. And before the doorway appeared, there was a big, it's either a goddess, a tree, or a big clown's. You know how clowns wear those big red hair pieces? That imagery was crazy. I'm going to see if I can get it back. Yep, it's definitely a goddess. Can you tell me who you are, goddess? And how you relate to Group 1's story? Medusa. Medusa? Okay. Medea. Medusa or Medea? Medusa. I don't know much about Medusa. I'm going to have to do some research because I don't know much about Medusa. What message? So Deehyour, have you brought a goddess through to work with Group 1 to tell them their story? You have a deity here working with you, wanting to work with you, called Medusa. Medusa. Okay guys, I had to pause a bit and read up about Medusa's backstory because I didn't know much about Medusa, but Deehyour has actually brought Medusa in as a reference to your love story, and it's quite a full-on story. I'm still blown away, so I'm gonna bring, actually Medusa's present and Deehyour's present, and you've been living in a cycle of turmoil and scandal. This is so scandalous what's happened to you. You can't believe it's happening. It's like on a Medusa scale, that's how big this tragedy is that's happened to you. It's something you can't make up, something you would never afflict upon your worst enemy. And it's happening to you. Here comes my doggies. He can tell I'm stressed because I'm stressing over your story because it is such a powerful, strong story. I can't even get the words out. I'm so shocked. But I'm going to go back into my channeling mode. Nope, tell the story, they're saying. Okay, so if you don't know the story of Medusa, like I didn't know, they're actually bringing Medea in as well. Medusa and Medea references. And I know about Medea because I did a play on her in high school. So I know her story. But Medusa's story I didn't know. I knew about her head and serpents, but that's all I know. So they're saying, tell the story first. Medusa's story is, she was very beautiful and her hair was her most prized possession. And Poseidon, the king of the sea, actually fell in love with her. But he was tied to another goddess called Athena, maybe even married to her. Poseidon fell so in love with Medusa that he impregnated her, had an affair and impregnated her in the temple of Athena. So basically in his wife's temple. So you may be the other woman. You may not have even known that the person that you were seeing was married or taken. But Medusa did get pregnant with twins. And when his wife, or the person he was with, I'm just going to call her wife for now, Athena found out about the affair, she actually hired or wanted her killed as a vengeance. She turned her head into stone. She turned her hair into snakes. So she no longer had her beautiful locks of hair. She turned them into snakes. And Medusa was cast out of the temple and went home to her family to hide. Now, this was all a man's fault. And I'm not saying if you're a man or the third party's fault. I feel like you were the third party in this situation. You had no knowing that this person was taken, but it also happened on an extreme level, like Medusa's story. Now, the next part of Medusa's story is that they took revenge on her. Athena wanted revenge on her, so not only did she turn her hair into snakes, but she abided in hiring someone to kill her, and that was Perseus, I think. And he was a king, actually set him a task of he wanted the head of Medusa. So with Athena's help, they sought out Medusa and found out where she was and cut off her head while she was sleeping. How brutal is that? That is brutal. And I feel like Medusa was a third party. Well, she was a victim in all of this because she fell in love with a man. That's all she did. And the man she fell in love with didn't take any... What's the word? See, I told you I'd have blonde moments today. Didn't take any responsibility for what he done. He just impregnated and slept with another beautiful woman, taking no responsibility. All the responsibility laid upon Medusa's head, which was cut off. And then when Perseus cut off her head, he turned everyone to stone. He took the role as king. So it's all about power, what he could get out of somebody. So he used Medusa's pain for his own profit, for his own gain. Wow. And then he also gave Medusa's head to Athena, who put it on her as a tribute to Zeus. So like, here, look, I've taken revenge. I'm going to honor you now with this. This is terrible. This is absolutely terrible. And Medea's story is actually very similar. She actually goes on to kill herself and her children because her husband left her for another woman. So that's why they referenced Medea and Medusa. That's why Deehyour referenced Medea and Medusa. Your story is very much like on the scale of this. This is huge. This is absolutely huge. So you are either the third party, the woman. I don't think you were someone's wife or partner. I think you were the unknowing Medusa in this story. You fell for somebody. You didn't know that they had a partner. And now somebody wants to take vengeance upon you. This is your love story. At times, you've been so mentally broken from this, that you don't know how you'd go on. We're talking the depth of despair here, where that's how bad your mental health has gotten. This is the extremeness of it all. This is the extreme of your story. The person you were seeing may have even used you in a sense for personal gain, for personal growth, like Perseus did to want to kill Medea so he could use her head to turn people to stone for his own gain. So, and what's the old saying? People only use you to their advantage. Perfect manipulation scheme here. Something has gone on this level, and it has broken you in two. Wow. Deehyour, is there anything else? I'm still seeing this door. Why am I still seeing this door? Okay. Now it's turning into a tree. Growth is needed, obviously. New paths need to be taken. I see the branches just growing and growing and splurting in all different directions. You want to take revenge. You want to take, you want your justice to be served. But you're a very loving, kind-hearted person who thinks and acts from a love-centered space. This did happen to you for a reason. This was to transform you and wake you up, to shed a layer of your skin, to make you more invincible. They want you to become a more darker view of your feminine energy. They want you to shed the niceness. They want you to feel the pain in order for you to grow and shed that skin and grow and become your truest version of yourself. You need to delve into your masculine energy a bit more. And you need to then, once you've, masculine energy is all about egotistical, leading, authority, emperor kind of vibes. They want you to delve into this reality a bit more and lead with your masculine. But they also want you to balance your feminine energy. And once you do find that balance, you will be invincible. This is all about teaching you to become the best version of yourself. This is all about intertwining your two entities to become a higher vibrational being. You have a huge destiny ahead of you. You have a huge path ahead of you. You have great success waiting to come to your life. And even if that is about creating this beautiful love life, your love story that you want to experience, this is letting you know that you need to shed these last layers in order to transmute you into this beautiful position within your life to create the love life that you want to be living. This is a lesson. And as tough as it may seem, you have a lot of growing to do. You have a lot of lessons to learn and a lot of growth to do. This may have happened some time ago to you in your past, but you're still holding on and living in a fear-based reality. You haven't let go of this. You haven't healed successfully from this. And if it hasn't happened yet, it will happen. This is a lesson you must go through. Again, as tough as it may be, as horrible as it may be, until you learn the lesson, feel the emotion, let go and shed those people that do not vibrate or serve you, vibrate on your level or serve you. You cannot be the giver. You're always the giver in your relationships. You're never the receiver. You're always trying to mother. You're always trying to overlove. You're not allowing the other person room to breathe. You're not allowing the other person room to grow. You're jumping in and mothering and loving the shit out of them. There's no room for them to love you in return. This is the mentality we need to break down. It all stems back to unhealed childhood wounds. Not being loved and having your emotions met as a child. This is where it stems back to, all the way back to childhood. Let's see if we can walk through that door and get you more of a message. Oh, it's opening. It's transforming into a diamond. There's a door within the diamond. A tiny door. Deehyour, what do you want to say? Can we walk through that door? Can we transform this person's life? Are they ready to walk through this door? No. It's still a black door and it's got white LED lighting around it. It is lit up, calling you, wanting you to make the change, make the process, walk through that door. Make the changes necessary to your life that you need to take. please walk through this door. It is calling you. Pyramids have a huge reference to your life as well. Or triangles or diamonds. You are like a diamond in the rough. Before you've been polished and put on show. You need to stay in this rough cycle. You need to allow the polishing to happen. You need to be able to be put on show and have the love return that you give out. These are lessons that you still need to learn. And you have to keep going through these tests until you shed the skin and learn them. You're not loving yourself enough. You're not fulfilling your own life. You're not allowing yourself to be on show. This is why you attract less love, lesser opportunities. This is why you're trapped in a cycle. Oh, I just want to cry. Why do I want to cry? This is so emotional. This is so deep and raw. I'm sorry. I just had to have a break then. I was getting so full on. But this is what we need to do. We need to purge. We need to delve into the emotion. We need to feel and heal. I'm sorry I had to cut you off, Deehyour. I'm sorry. It was really getting to me. The rawness of the emotion. The rawness of the heartfelt pureness of this person. And the hurt and the lessons they need to go through in order to shed and purge. It's horrible how tough life is sometimes, and the shit we have to go through in order to learn. It's like, when is enough enough? When can we have a break? When can we stop growing? When can we stop learning? And when can we finally just be at peace and live our lives? And when can we finally just be allowed to be happy and stop learning these lessons? But the answer is never. We always have to grow and learn and move on and develop as human beings. And until we find that balance, until we find that peace within our own lives, until you accept what you're meant to be and who you are meant to be, and the greatness of the person that you can be and the life that you can live, until you accept your worth and how you can want more within your life's not going to change, and your life's not going to transform until you acknowledge how great you actually are. This is another lesson that you need to learn within yourself. Don't be a slave to love. Don't be a fool to love. Love and prioritize your own self. Make yourself happy first and foremost. Don't pour your love into another human being because you're scared to be alone or you're scared that they might leave. If you are not enough as you are, as beautiful as you are, as whole as you are, bye. This is why they're wanting you to break into your masculine energy a bit more, so you can become ruthless, so you can set boundaries, so you can say no. And they're not saying lead with this all the time. Learn to balance it. Learn to become fearless within your femininity and lead with your masculinity. And then balance the two so you have a beautiful combined life. Let ego out when it needs to be let out. Let the heart sing when it needs to sing. Grow when you need to grow. Speak when you need to speak. Learn when you need to learn. Realize how amazing you are, how important you are, how great your life can be, and how good you can have it, because you are the only person holding yourself back. You are the only person stopping you from achieving the goals and getting emotional again. And becoming the love that you need to become, having the love that you need to have in your life. You envision such a beautiful life for yourself, the family, the marriage, the great career, the stable home life. This is what you imagine and strive for. This is why you love so hard within your relationships, because this is what you want. But you keep pouring your love into somebody else when the love needs to be poured into yourself to build your own foundation first and foremost. This is the lesson you need to learn within itself. And you had to go through hurt and pain at its toughest form to break you down, to break your soul, to make you become stronger from the ashes, like a phoenix rising from the ashes. The universe wants to transform you and wants you to learn the hard way because you're not learning any other way. And you're probably thinking, this isn't fair, and it's not fair. Why do you have to do this? Why do you have to? Why? It's not fair at all. Life isn't fair. Life is dealing you the tough circumstances, making you feel shit. Because you're not learning any other way, you're not listening. You think if you pour your love into another human being, you're going to be loved in return. When all they're going to learn is that you will take care of them. You will learn to love them and take care of them like their mother should have done in the first place. Their mother never loved them. Your mother never loved you. And if she did, she either overloved you or didn't meet your emotional needs and mother you sufficiently. This is where your lack mentality comes in, all the way back to childhood. The unhealed trauma, not having your emotional needs met, not being nurtured and loved properly. This is where the void happens. You're only loving at the level that you love yourself. You're only living at the level that you've learned to live at. Your emotional code is that of that you experience your first trauma at a childhood age. Whatever age you endured your first trauma at, that's the emotional intelligence that you live throughout your life. You need to purge, you need to accept, you need to pour the love into yourself first. This is what needs to happen. That door is still there, waiting for you to walk through it. I just got the the Air Jordan sign symbol, the man jumping with the basketball in his hand. You will get there. Determination will change. Just do it, they're saying. Just go ahead and do it. You have amazingness waiting to come from this experience. You and only you can transform your world. You are a leader. You are destined to do great things. Even if it's just to guide your own ship in your own direction, that is a win within itself. Finding out your self-worth and taking the path to healing you, fixing you, and wanting to understand why you are the way you are, why you love the way you love, why you don't love yourself enough, is a win within itself. Just do it. That is your final advice. From Deehyour and your spiritual team that are here. Do some research into Medusa and Medea as well. Yep. Sorry, I'm having a conversation with Deehyour here. And just do it. This is what you're being urged to be told. Just do it. I feel like we're having a one-on-one counselling session right now. Now, as promised, I will get you some tarot messages as well, because I do like to use this tool, this tarot message. This is such a cute deck. I got it yesterday. My Teddy Tarot. Alright, let's see if any other messages want to come up for you. Whoa, that flew out straight away. Death. You are being urged to change the way you love. Shedding that skin, putting an ending to the way you love and the way you do things. Just do it. That flew out the packet too. Absolutely flew. That is crazy. Okay, Deehyour, is there anything else? Any other advice we can give group 1 through tarot or through channeling? I'm happy to keep the channel line open, but I'm happy to do tarot as well. Okay. Empress. New beginnings. She has the sun behind her head. The sun is lighting her way. You are the Empress. The Empress embodies all of the queens within the tarot deck. She is a goddess. Once you balance your masculine and feminine energy and you shed the old ways of doing things, and go through this transformation, you will turn into the Empress. You have harvests to sow, crops to sow, seeds to plant that will turn into these beautiful crops that you're actually picking right now. This is your future self. This is the light that's calling you. Remember, I kept seeing a door? This is the light that's guiding you to that door. The light that's shining you, wanting you to put an end to your old ways and turn into the Empress that you are meant to become. The problem here is you're not seeing it yet. You're not seeing your worth. You're not doing the work. You will have a realization. It will come to you and it will happen. The Empress. That is such a beautiful energy. What else is waiting for you? What other advice? That is beautiful. Now, you did get a bonus card in this deck. I've been through the book and it's not in there. So this is a bonus, an upgrade. This is the Polar Lisa in this deck, like the Mona Lisa. You need to be silent. You need to enter hermit mode. You need to sit still with yourself for a while. Reflect. Think. What do you want to purge? What do you want to let go of? What do you want to change? Be silent with yourself. Let your inner child speak. Speak with your inner child and discover what you need to do to let go of the energy, to heal it. How can you bring love to your inner child? Not only that, it goes further and beyond that, and there is a lot of work to do. 24/24 is relevant to you, so look that up. Accept what is, what has been, and don't linger on the future too much longer. Polar Lisa. Interesting. Sit and reflect for a while and allow yourself to think what you actually want to change. Even go so far as how you can change it, ways you can change it, and what you can do to bring this change about into your life now, into your present, so you can change the future. Now, I was just looking on this deck as well. So out of the 79 cards that are in this deck, you got the special one. Look, there's one special one. That's pretty exciting. It's telling you you need to sit and be present with yourself now. Reflect on all of your trauma from childhood up until now. Go into hermit mode. Be alone. Enjoy being alone. And work through your traumas one by one. If you need to reach out to me to do it, you can do my trauma counseling with me and we can purge them together. But how privileged and honored do you feel to receive the Polar Lisa card? Also, research the Mona Lisa, the history of the Mona Lisa. That is relevant for your life as well. You're getting a lot of extra work. So far, we've had Medusa, Medea, 24/24, and the Polar Lisa. You're getting so many signs to research, and I'll let you do those discoveries on your own. I am just the messenger through my Starseed self, Deehyour. But this is pretty amazing so far. Your reading has been enlightening. Yep, that one's the one. Yeah, 6 of Pentacles. And they're referencing the Mona Lisa card again. You need to go through this moment of sitting with yourself in order to find your balance, in order to get the outcome that you need to purge. And not only that, but identify what needs to be identified, what trauma you have lived, what you need to purge and let go of find acceptance with, so you can build the future life. And again, if it's only about your love life, that's okay. What boundaries you need to put in place, what masculine energy you need to bring forth to lead your life for a while, so your femininity, your soft heart can take a back seat for a while and let your masculine lead and grow. Give it a try. Even if it's on a trusted friend, say, I need to practice letting my masculine ego lead my life for a while because I'm sick of getting hurt. Your feminine self is all about heart-centered love and mothering and nurturing. And you're over-loving and over-nurturing and over-giving to others because you weren't properly nurtured as a child. This is a trauma response. This is what's happening. This is how you're leading your life. There's no balance in the present moment. So you need to research ways, again, sit with yourself. This is why the Polar Lisa came out for you. Sit with yourself, be present. What shadow work do you need to do? What inner child healing do you need to do? What traumas do you have? Write them all down, how you think you can heal them, what lessons you can learn from them, what you can change, so make sure they don't happen again, what boundaries you can set in your life to make sure they don't happen again. Write them all down. This is what is being called of you right now in the present moment, so it will turn into a balanced life for you. You also need to research ways to bring your masculine energy out and let it lead your life for a while. Again, you've been leading from a trauma response with your feminine energy. It needs a rest. It needs to go back inside of you for a while, and your masculine needs to come out to adapt a new character for yourself. And I'm not saying you need to live within your masculine energy for a long time. It'll be present for as long as you need. You will feel the essence, the energy of when you need to change and step into your masculine, and maybe let your feminine pop up again and step into the power of your masculine. But right now, your masculine is needed to come to the surface, to set those boundaries, to say no, to be mean, in order for you to find the balance that you need within your life. This is what is needed right now in your life. Very strong reading, group one. Very strong reading indeed. Any other messages? Okay. Yes. Wow. Wow. 8 and 9 of Swords. It's saying you feel trapped. You're having nightmares. You don't know how to move forward. And until you stumbled across this reading, maybe you're not even a follower of mine. Until you found this reading, you were in this frame of mind. This is why the death is here. To bring an ending towards these feelings. To awaken your inner empress. Your feminine energy is still there shining. But she needs to have a rest for a while. She's exhausted. So death needs to happen. And this is just, these are hiding behind death. I put them behind death because you're going to do the work and you're going to knock these away by ending the way of living in a trauma-based survival mode and putting an end to it and bringing and leading with your masculine. All right. Let's now get you an advice card. So this is a part of my everyday tarot deck, my new tarot deck. I'm not using the traditional tarot. It comes with traditional tarots and advice cards, which have every advice for mental health issues that we go through today. If you want to order any of my decks as well, book any readings, any trauma counseling, you can with me. Link is in bio. Okay, I'm always happy to work with you. What did you get? Manifestation. If you want it and expect it, it will be yours very soon. If you want it and expect it, it will be yours soon. This is about taking control. taking control of your own life. Taking control of your own life. Taking control of your destiny. The way and how you want to live your own life. Where do you want to be? What do you want to be doing? What kind of love do you want to be attracting? I'll say it again. We only love at the level that we love ourselves. We can't love any more than that. The way you love needs to change. So if you're trying to attract the partner of your dreams and the love life of your dreams and the life of your dreams, you need to lead by example and change the way you treat yourself, think about yourself, and what you expect from your own life. You are the boss of your own life. You are the creator of your own dreams and lives and destiny. So you need to lead by example, take control of your life, learn to say no. Again, it's coming back to that masculine energy. Learn to say no, put the boundaries in place. Do not accept less than you are worth. Self-worth is all at play here. Let's get you some healing advice from my healing deck. Oh, I feel very drained after your reading. Took a lot out of me. Manifest again. That's twice you've got manifest. Self-belief, self-worth is what's needed here. Big time. I feel the anxiousness of what's going through you right now because I've taken on your anxiety of your reading and it is being channeled through my physical body. Oh, making my stomach hurt. Cord cutting exercises. So that is, again, leading with your masculine, learning to say no, asking Archangel Michael to come in and cut the cords with his golden sword. Ask Archangel Gabriel to come in and heal your heart chakra. Learn resilience. Learn to say no. Learn to cut people off and situations that no longer serve you. You've got to toughen up. Even calling upon Lilith to work with you, because she's recently finished working with me. And she knocks the nice girl right out of you. This is what you need to do. Boss up, level up, and realize the person that you're meant to be. The life that you're meant to be living. It's not mundane. It's not ordinary. It's amazing. And you and only you are holding yourself back from living that life. From creating the love life of your dreams. From creating the life of your dreams that you want to be living. Group 1, I'm sorry this was so full on and in your face, but it's what your love story what you needed to hear and what you needed to be told about your love story. I hope you can start transforming your life and seeing the results that you want to start seeing. Much love. Take care. Okay, hello group 2. This is your channeled message from Deehyour, the heart-centered starseed self that I lived in my second starseed life. I don't know why I went to talking like a robot then. That was really, really random. I just had a break between group 1 and your reading because it was very full on group 1's reading, and I had to bring myself back to a happy centered place within my life within this reading to be able to do this reading. Still got my rose quartz here, and my happiness is my dogs, like literally being naked, walking around the house, being alone and being with my dogs. That sounds really weird, doesn't it? But it is my happy place, and I'm quite happy being alone and doing this. So lit some candles, lit some incense, give my doggies some love. Hello baby. Do you want to see how cute they are? I'm going to show them to you. Hey baby. Hey baby. Hey baby. He's so cute. That's his brother. Let's look at himself not caring. But this little one, he's beautiful. Hey my bear. I feel like a comfort animal may be important to you. That's why I'm sharing the relevance of my happiness with you, because maybe you are going through a hard time. Maybe you are single. Maybe you are wanting a love connection so badly. But there's other ways to fulfill ourselves when it comes to love. And pouring your love into an animal, family, friends, children, creative project, whatever it is, there's other ways to fulfill yourself when it comes to love. Alright, let me center my energy, allow Deehyour to come in. I'm getting lots of swirling circles for you guys. Swirling circles in my mind's eye. It's like a roundabout, like a roller coaster. You're hypnotized almost. You don't know how to go forward. It feels like you're in a hurricane almost, like round and round and round and round. Obsession maybe? Not healthy? Do you have an unhealthy obsession with someone or something? Something is controlling your life. You feel you can't escape it. Something is absolutely taking over your life in an extreme way. Yeah, I just saw like a rocket taking off. A rocket taking off and launching. This is going to make you explode if you don't deal with it. This is taking control of your life. The situation is taking control, and it needs to be addressed before you explode. I feel like you don't know how to address it. You don't know how to move forward with the situation. You don't know how to move on. It's like you have this obsession, compulsion into spying on someone or checking on someone, or maybe this could even be getting done to you. But I feel like there is a compulsion, obsessiveness somewhere, manipulation. Something is happening along those extremes, and you feel like you can never get out of it. The wrath of someone's anger, the extremeness of someone abusing. And I'm sorry if this is triggering. I'm only sharing what my visions is sharing with me. Deehyour, what do you want to tell group 2 about their life situation beyond the visions you've already shared with me? Control needs to take place. You are seen as weak, but you are not weak. You are very strong. It is like a frog eating a fly. You are being empowered, endowed, eaten whole. Your whole being is taken advantage of. Your kindness was taken for weakness. And this person thinks they have ultimate control over you. The situation may have even ended for a lot of you, but the pain lingers on. The energy lingers on. The prying, the spying, the checking up. It is all still stagnant energy that hasn't moved on yet. It is making you sick. You thought this person was your person. They were nice for the first few months. And then they changed. It's like overnight they changed. They transformed into someone, a monster, an energy you didn't even recognize anymore. For a lot of you, this has already happened, but you're still lingering in the fear. The fear it could happen again. The fear your next partner will do this to you again. But it won't be. That's not the case. But you are prompted not to have another love until you can feel that you can love successfully. If this hasn't happened to you, know that it might be your next relationship. This is a warning. Also, Hecate is here. Ooh, Hecate is here. Hecate is one of my origin lives. She embodies Deehyour. She embodies me. So she's come down the lines from our origin life to, the Starseed, Deehyour, my Starseed life. Then my third Starseed life, all my past lives, and embodies me and Deehyour. So Hecate is here. Deehyour is bringing Hecate into the reading. You are to honor Mother Hecate. Ask her to be your strength through your dark times. When you're finding yourself being weak, Allow Hecate and call upon Hecate to protect you and inspire you and light your path back to the light. She is with you. She wants to work with you. Oh my God, this is so exciting. So I'm getting totally off subject and jumping in here, Deehyour. I'm very, very sorry. But during my lives before me counseling that I've been doing, Hecate, and part of healing Hecate's wounds was wanting to connect with people that extend from her lineage, such as myself, such as you. So if you're watching this and you have ties to Hecate, you don't know who Hecate is, do some research about her. She wants to reach out to you, and she wants us to connect. She wants her lineage, her energy, her children, as she calls them, to come together and actually be one and honor her and work with her. Wow, this is fascinating. Also watch my Hecate's Healing Wounds videos I posted on here not too long ago. But Deehyour is bringing Hecate in as a god to work with you. So you are very highly protected. You are very highly valued. You are very magical and spiritual. Even though you are broken right now, know that you come from a place of magic and witchcraft and a legacy of amazingness. Hecate is so magical, triple witch goddess. And if you extend from her legacy, you are being called out to work with her. She is calling you through me and Deehyour. She wants us to connect and she wants us to make magic together. This is beautiful. This is amazing. Sorry I jumped in. I'm going to have a drink and we'll get back to your reading. Mother Hecate is present. Also see the advice that she has done through the previous pick a card done by the Blonde Psychic. There is a hidden message there for you. It is in the playlist that has already been listed on the channel. There is advice beyond this advice. This is why I'm leading you to make the connections that you can make. You can learn from each other. You can grow from each other. You can share your experiences and learn to love and become one and whole. You have similar backgrounds. You have been in a place where you have been beaten, nearly died, and fought back through the ashes just to survive. Your story and spirit is so strong for survival. For just being alive, that is strong enough. If anybody ever calls you weak, know the tremor and terrors that you've already endured. You have fought to stay alive. You have fought to get out of the situation that you've been in. And if yet this hasn't happened to you, take it as a warning. Look for the signs. Do not let someone take control of your life, and don't let this harsh lesson happen to you. There is different characters of people here. Some people have experienced this already and come out survivors. Some are yet to go through this and would not be aware that the person they are with is going to turn out to be a monster. Please look for the signs. This person is not who you think they are. They are wearing a cloak of disguise. There is evil beneath their eyes. And if you've already been through this and come out a survivor, you are part of Hecate's legacy. Please connect and learn from each other. There is still more to learn and grow, but you must protect yourself in all circumstances from future enemies and past enemies, past torments, if you will. You are amazing. You are magical. You are from a legacy of witches. So magical, so wonderful, and you have a lot to teach the world. You need to learn to fall in love with yourself. You are your only true love, and that is going to be hard to replace. Don't get me wrong, you will share love with another person, but you've got to fall in love with yourself first. And you're becoming the most authentic person that you're meant to be right now, through shedding of old wounds, learning of hard lessons, even they brought you near death. That was a lesson you needed to learn, to stop giving so much to other loves and becoming whole within your own being. This is the lesson you needed to learn. You have greatness waiting for you. You do have a great love out there for you as well. You may be with them right now. Again, there's two different stories, two different paths here. You choose which path you want to go down. I just got an image of a bull, a raging bull, heading towards a locked bank seal. It's trying to break open the bank seal. This is how angry someone's anger is towards you from walking away from them. They're still holding on to angry energy, and it affects your energy because it is directly to do with you. Cord cutting needs to take place. You need to do some blocking of people's energy, some purging work. You also need to choose more wisely. Do not just let anybody in. Analyze the situation. Really need to get to know them before any commitment takes place. Don't just jump in unwittingly. Really do your research. Make sure this person is authentic. Do not let them move in. Do not let them have any piece of your heart. Do not give yourself to them physically. Really put them through the test to make sure they're authentic, because there are some people trying to take advantage of you and control and manipulate you. That is because you have been weak. And this is not your fault. This is just naturally who you are, a loving, giving person. But some people do take your kindness for weakness and do take advantage of this. So please be smarter when you're choosing love options. Really analyze the situation. Get to know the person. Enjoy the person. Enjoy dates with the person. If you're really skeptical, don't go in the first place. Ask your inner child how they feel about this person. Do you get an icky feeling? If so, don't go. If you're with someone and you're getting a weird feeling about them, again, ask your inner child. Ask them how they feel. Don't go out with them. Go in with your eyes wide open and know that not everybody has your best interest at heart. Some people actually see you for what you have rather than what you have inside, and want to take advantage of the material possessions you have already and what you can offer and give them. Because I feel like you're a very giving person as well, and you give. Even materialistic things you give constantly and don't get things in return. It's amazing the pureness and innocence of you. It's quite fragile, like a newborn baby in a sense. You have a lot of life lessons to learn still. You have a long way to go when it comes to finding pure love, and that is because you need to fall in love with yourself again. First and foremost, you are the most authentic love of your life. You have amazing things waiting to do and waiting to happen and transform in your life, but you've got to allow yourself to open up your own heart, fall in love with yourself, and create the magical world that you want to be living. There is amazingness waiting to transform in your life. Will you allow this to happen? You are in charge of your life. You can decide which way you go. Fulfillment will be yours. You are in charge. Whoa, that was very full on, wasn't it? How that stone is so hot. It's purging all my energy into it. Okay, group 2. Let's get you some tarot messages. Extend your reading with some tarot, some extra messages that may want to come. Deehyour, please feel free to channel through the tarot messages, or if you have any visions or extra messages, please feel free to show me. Moon. Hidden things yet to come to the surface. Things that you aren't seeing. Things that will soon come to light. As Deehyour said in a channeled message, open your eyes. Go in with your eyes wide open. Do not let anyone take advantage of you or make a fool out of you, because some people do not have your best interests at heart. There are underlying issues here that are waiting to be shown and come to the surface. So please keep your eyes wide open, your wits about you, and see people for what they truly are. Don't wear rose-colored glasses. Make sure you see people for their true selves. Even go as far as to
Get in contact with their exes. Get in contact with their family members and friends. See what kind of person they are. This is the depth you need to go when it comes to some people. And that may sound crazy, but this person that's coming into your life has a hidden agenda. And Spirit is just looking out for your well-being here. So the moon is here to prompt you to go the extra steps, to go take the extra miles and really do your research about this person, okay? It's for your best interest. Because it could turn into a very volatile situation. This person is not the person that they're portraying. They are a devil in disguise. They are a narcissist. They do have deep, unhealed trauma and wounds. It could be as bad as schizophrenia or bipolar or multiple personality disorder, where they switch in and out from good to bad, from happy to sad. Very dangerous as well. So this is a dire message. Please take heed of it and really do your research about somebody that's either coming to your life or has been in your life. You've already been through this and you already know what I'm talking about. This is just a warning not to let it happen again, okay? But for some of you, it hasn't happened yet and you're just swept up in, oh, he's so lovely, he's everything I wanted, or she's everything I wanted, blah, blah, blah. But they're waiting to rip your face off. This is how dire it is going to get. I'm sorry I use such strong wording there, but look at them claws, man. This is a warning. Page of Swords. Victory will be yours. You will find the love you want. This is a message of promise. The universe is saying the winds of change are coming. You will get the love that you want. You will get the person you want and desire. But you've got to do the work first. You've got to take heed of these warnings and get rid of the fuckboys or fuckgirls that come across your world on a daily basis. Because you're not fulfilling yourself first and foremost. You need to do the work first and foremost and fall in love with yourself first. But this is a card of promise from the universe to you. Do the work and your love life will transform. So don't take it all as bad. Promise is here. Hope of change is promise. Hope of achieving your heart's desires is here. So it's a positive card through the dark message, okay? Balance. Oh, how beautiful is this little angel? Balance. You're never alone. You always have your guardian angel with you. You always have your spirit guides, ancestors walking with you. Even your elemental animals, your elemental guides, and your spirit animals and your loved ones from heaven are always with you. You're all over the place emotionally as well. You need to rein in your emotional being, your emotional state. Try and gain control of your emotions, especially when it comes to this situation over here, which is very, very dangerous. And attention needs to take care of that. Even if it's past energy, it's still lingering in your energy now, so it needs to be purged and released. And balance needs to take its place. And I know it's easy for me to say, but you've actually got to do the work. I can't do it for you. I can assist you in it if you want to book some trauma counseling. More than happy to assist you with it. But this reading is here giving you the guidelines of what you need to do to find your way back to a balanced state and to get the promise of love that you've been promised here from the universe. Yeah, because you feel trapped. 8 of Swords. You feel trapped. You don't know how to take this blindfold off. You don't know how to untie yourself. You feel like you can't even look anywhere or look anywhere for advice. You feel trapped and you don't know how to move forward. I've gone into great detail in this video already about how you can move forward and move forward successfully. So please allow yourself the breathing space to do so. 2 more cards, my guides are saying, 2 more cards. So there's still some messages here for you. And we will get some oracle advice messages. Again, balance. Look at that. Self-belief. You don't believe that you deserve balance in your life. You don't believe that your promise from the universe is going to come true. You're doubting that it's ever going to come true. And remember, our thoughts create our manifestations. They create our our reality. Our thoughts are so powerful, and it's always fearful for you. This is your second card about balance. When are you going to allow yourself to free yourself from feeling trapped? Do the work that's needed to be done. Bring balance in replacement of fear. And allow your promise from the universe to come in. Big messages here for somebody who's living in a doubt state of mind. I hope you're listening and paying attention. Again, you're not paying attention. Why are you even wasting your time watching this? You might click off right now, that's fine. You're stopping yourself from moving forward. You're stopping your life from progressing. You're going to be stuck in the same cycle of bullshit and attracting bullshit until you face what you need to face. Change the way you look at things and let things fall. Change the way you do things and stop attracting bullshit. Bring balance in. Live from a place of temperance and know the winds of change are coming. And you have been promised by the universe to get the love of your life. But you're not going to get it through chaos. Oh, my legs are hurting. Okay. Put that crystal there. Sorry, I'm going to get you some advice from my everyday tarot deck. This has got advice and general tarot cards. What have we got here? I'm not surprised you got this card. Hamster wheel. Hamster wheel. Doing the same shit over and over again. Even trying different ways to get different outcomes, but never getting any different outcomes. The same shit keeps happening. You keep attracting the same people over and over again. And that's because you're not listening to yourself. Here's Mr. Moon again, Mr. Werewolf. This type of partner is always going to be attracted in your life if you don't put firm boundaries in place, if you don't realize your self-worth, if you don't start attracting better for yourself. And that all starts with healing, realizing your self-worth, and bringing better things into your life. You've got a lot of work to do. I'm not going to deny that, and as hard as it may be, and as much as it will suck, would you rather be living with the man of your dreams or woman of your dreams or person of your dreams rather than this every day? Some of you like the drama of it. My guide literally just said some of you like the drama and the chaos that comes with attention and fighting and feeling wanted. So again, this stems back to childhood wounds and not being parented as a child properly. Group 1, there was a lot of kept coming up, a lot of childhood trauma, a lot of unhealed wounds. We can only love at the level that we learn to love ourselves at. And your love for yourself is not very authentic at the moment. It is not. And some of your love, some of your love for yourself is because you weren't parented as a child sufficiently. Your needs weren't met as a child. And now it is coming up. We only feel emotions. So the emotional code and your emotional age is basically revisiting your first emotional trauma that happened as a child. And I offer this in my trauma healing courses. And finding out what your emotional age is, and whatever age that happened at, that's the age that you emit emotions to for the rest of your life. That's the age that you act pretty much emotionally for the rest of your life. And you need to change that. Tower moment is here. You need to bring the you need to create your own tower moment. Drastic change is needed. Now, I love the tower card in the traditional tarot deck because 2626 is important for you guys. So make sure you research that number. And also look up, you got two homework assignments so far, Hecate and 2626. I love how the universe sends you signs, even through a text, even through a reading, you're getting extra signs. to look up for your own being, for your own good. You need to create your own tower moment. Now, in the traditional tarot deck, the tower card actually represents two meanings for me. And I don't care if other tarot readers actually disagree, because this is what I believe it to be, and this is my explanation of it. They think it's all bad and gloom and doom and, you know, sudden change, blah, blah, blah. But I think it's very positive, because through pain, we experience change, and usually turns into strength, which builds our character, okay? I'm trying to find the tower card in the teddy bear deck, but it's not coming out, because I want to explain to you that bloody werewolf card. I'm going to throw that in the bin. It's annoying me. I'm going to explain to you what the tower means. I just want to find it. Bear with me a minute. I want you to look at the visionary of it. Hang on. Two hands would help here. Thanks for bearing with me. I'm doing this for your own benefit, trust me. Tower. I've made a mess of them cards now. Tower. Look. Literally split in two. I love this card though. And you got the tower here in my advice deck. Now, the universe brings in towers for us when they want us to change. Because we're going through the hamster wheel, which you first got. Remember the hamster wheel you got in my advice deck? You're doing shit over and over and over again and not getting any different results. Hamster wheel. The tower you need to change your life, and you need to create your own tower moment. The universe hasn't done it for you yet, so you don't want to let the universe do it for you. You need to become stronger and inflict your own tower moment, your own change within your own life. And you need to get strong to be able to do this, because if the tower comes in by the universe, this is where this chaos is going to reign. This is where these breakups in relationships happen. This is where trauma happens in relationships. This is where physical, emotional, mental abuse comes in. This is where pain comes in for you the hard way, because you haven't done it yourself. You haven't identified the problems yourself. You're ignoring them, and the universe steps in and causes chaos. So this is your chance. If this relationship, this person hasn't come in, this werewolf hasn't come in to your life, remember there's two different categories of people here. One, it's already happened to, and two, it hasn't happened yet. That's why you've been told to go in with your eyes wide open and make sure the person you're meeting is authentic, and go to extreme measures to make sure they're authentic. And if you're currently in there's three groups here. Oh my fucking God. There's three groups of people here now. If you're in a relationship like this and it sounds like this, then you need to make your own tower moment and leave. Have a safe exit strategy. Now, if you don't know what that is, I have actually been through a pretty bad marriage to my ex-husband, and I'm lucky to be alive. I'm a survivor. But I went to counseling for 4 years to be okay. And a safe exit strategy is entrusting someone, probably from your own circle, if you've even got any friends left, because they like to cut everybody you love out of your life. So maybe even just rely on yourself. This person can't be around you 24/7, and if they do, if you're secluded, it's going to be extra hard, and I apologize profusely that you're in this situation. But a safe exit strategy is packing things in a bag, packing clothes in a bag, planning to leave but doing it subtly and safely, hiding money outside so they won't find it, getting an extra set of your car keys cut and hiding them outside so they can't find it, having a spare phone and keeping it charged and hiding it in your house somewhere. This is all a part of a safe exit strategy, being smart and planning to leave safely so you don't cop any extra rage. 3131 just appeared. That's another angel number for you to look up. So the universe is willing you to try and make your own tower moment in your own life so you can leave safely, or if you're or to avoid the situation altogether if you haven't been through this, or if you have been through this, to purge the energy that still lingers here dormant, because it is still here unhealed and it needs to be gone. What is with these deep full-on messages, Deehyour? They're so full-on. They are so full-on. And I'm sorry that they're so full-on, okay? Now, I feel like I'm drawn to 2 more decks to get messages. I was going to do a healing deck, but I'm going to do a Lenormand. This is my Lenormand deck, so it is just purely a picture deck. I want to get you a message of hope, okay? Message of hope, please. Yeah, again. Look. Hamster wheel going around and around and around. Around and around and around. Can we get some messages of hope, please, for group 2? Extra advice, messages of hope. Thank you. Aww. You are there. Ready to cross the bridge. Ready to face a new day. Ready to tackle and climb that bridge and get on the other side. Message of hope is you will get through this. You've got to be smart and you've got to do it safely. That is a beautiful message of hope. I want to get one more. Look at the visionary. Look at the sky. It's about to get dark. Maybe you're going to escape when it's dark. That is part of the safe exit strategy. But there's birds flying. It's just a beautiful card of hope. Oh, and there's your other one. Yep. This will plunge you into a new way of living. Some of you are going to start a spiritual practice after this. Some of you are going to start a creative foundation. Even some of you may just start telling your story and saving other men or women or children from going through this. It is your awakening. It's your spiritual awakening. Through turmoil, you find your spiritual awakening. This is a huge message. You will get through this and it will transform your life. You do have great things waiting to happen. Very powerful message here. Now, I want to get you one more from my Boss Babes deck. In the future, how do you get to that future? How do you get to that future? Empower the women around you. Today's agenda, build my empire. You are going to go on and tell your story and empower other women from your story. You're going to be a savior. Somebody's going to hear your story, your struggle, just like you hear my story and my struggle and see my transformation and see that I'm thriving and living even though I was in the depths of despair and death. I've had beer bottles thrown at my head. I have been in a coma twice. I have been kicked in a gutter. I have been tackled through a rugby fence. I have been beaten and begged my ex's parents to help me when I had blood streaming down my face. I have been in hell, through hell and back. I have lost my children. I've lost custody of my children. I still don't have my 2 youngest children to today. I have been through hell and I'm living proof that you can transform that and get to the other side. Self-belief. Empower the woman around you. Today's agenda, build my empire. You will go on to build an empire through your story, through your authenticity, and through your hope of and sheer will to survive. You will go on to transform women's lives and people's lives. You may not know it now because some of you are in the depths of this despair, but know that you have an amazing future waiting for you and your whole life's going to transform. Once you get out of it and once you rebuild and heal, you're going to transform people's lives through your story. And I'm sorry that you've gone through such hell and such horrible times. Know it is going to get better and something amazing is going to come out of it. Much love. Connect with me if you need to in the details are below. Bye. Group 3, I feel like singing and I don't know why. I'm very happy. I just shook off all my extra stagnant energy from group 1 or 2. And I feel like I need to sage. Big time. Let me sage you. I just feel like dancing into like a cabaret song and dance. Hopefully your reading's not as heavy as group 1 and 2, but we shall see. Shouldn't won't we? I'm still excited about the releasing and purging of energy I just did. I'm in a really hypo mood, so that's exciting. Oh, I just built embers all over my bed. Boo for me. Lucky they went out. But Archangel Michael, Victoria, ancestors, angels, and guides, please cleanse this energy. Please take away all toxic and negative energy. Please let me connect with this collective and let them receive the love reading that they require. Much love. Please don't let any negative energy in, and please keep us in a ray of white light and love. Mwah! I'm a bit crazy, aren't I? Totally different energy for this group. Totally different. Where's my rose quartz? I've even lost that. Here it is. Maha. Today we are channeling with Deehyour, my starseed self from the Pink Nebula in Saggita. So, I've got an ember burning on my quilt. It's like, why am I on fire? Literally on fire. Okay, gone now. Okay. Apologies if dogs bark. I am expecting a package, so dogs may bark. They're both passed out on my bed right now. Okay. Channeling with Deehyour, my starseed self. I lived her as my second starseed life, and healing her trauma through this, spreading awareness about her story. Go back to the introduction if you want to listen to her story, and bringing you advice about your love life, your love story, okay? So, Deehyour, I'm going to close my eyes and let you send me some visions, some channeling. She's been sending me a lot of visions during these channeled message, so let's go ahead and see what she wants to say. The sun. I'm seeing the sun. I'm seeing beautiful authenticity. The sun is so bright. It's like glistening on my face. And you don't have sunglasses on. You're actually walking through a field. And it's either a field of sunflowers or a field of wheat or big trees. And they're dancing. The leaves are dancing across your face and tickling your nose. And you're just so high and so full of self-love. The sun's also so bright and glancing on your eyes that you have to block it out because it's so bright. So between the plants tickling your nose and the sun, so bright. It is so bright. You have to block it out. But you're full of self-love and you're so giddy like a little child and so happy. What is going on here? It's like it's a childlike innocence. Like you've done a lot of healing work and you've made peace with and healed your childhood wounds, and a lot of purging has taken place, and you're out in a field, running through a field of, I don't know if they're sunflowers or big trees or wheat, and you're just running through this field with the sun and the leaves and the playfulness. It's like you're holding your inner child's hand and just running through this field and playing and having the time of your life. I feel like you're in an adventure of self-discovery, of self-awareness. A lot of you are alone on this journey and you're quite happy being alone. You love your own company. You love the playfulness that you bring and joy that you bring to your own life. You're actually really in love with yourself. It's a bit sickening, but it's so fulfilling and so heartwarming to see. But you're at an extreme level, a high vibrational frequency when it comes to love and loving yourself and loving others. You are so in love with yourself. You're a bit afraid to let love in a sense, because You have been in some bad relationships before, and this has caused you to shut down to love and love offers. It's thrust you into being alone, going through hermit mode, and purging. So I'm very proud of you for doing the work. Well done, you. I don't think we get enough praise for doing the work that we need to do within these journeys and self-discovery journeys. How precious my little bee is, look. You can see his leg. How precious he is. Just came and laid with me. So yeah, from hurt, you've actually put boundaries in place, you've accepted what's happened, and you've done the work to make yourself in such a high vibrational frequency and state that you've kind of shut off to the idea of spending and sharing your life with someone, and thus creates another problem. You've done the work, you've healed, you're in love with yourself. You've even gone as far as to heal your inner child and play with your inner child and enjoy the bond you're building with your inner child. You still feel like you have some work to do, but the universe and Deehyour is saying to you, you are ready. You are ready to love and share your love with another human being. But you're going into it smarter this time. You will not accept anyone less than your vibrational frequency, because you don't want to have to mother somebody. You don't want to have to help someone through their mental state. You don't want to have to cater to somebody else's lower vibrational energetic needs. You want someone on your frequency and on your vibrational level, and you are actually attracting that through doing the work and loving yourself sick. Through doing this and knowing your self-worth and knowing how much you deserve and how much of an amazing person they will have to be to actually step into your life and fulfill a role within your life. They are going to have to be next level. I ever said if I ever got into another relationship, they'd have to be made of fucking gold, because that's the kind of person I will not accept less than perfect. And I did. And I'm being punished for that, because I'm now catering for someone else's mental health needs. I am now mothering someone else. I am doing all the work I've already done on my own self to build someone else up. And I didn't want to attract that in a partner. I wanted someone that's already done the work, already has, lived the life, already is successful in every area of their life and fulfilled within every area of their life and is vibrating as high as me. And I didn't listen. I jumped in head first. And this is the mistake that you're not going to make. You're so switched off to love, you're not even open to the idea right now. And this is creating a problem, because the universe and Deehyour is saying you are ready to share your life with somebody. But is, you have to be smart about it and not accept somebody that is lower than your vibrational needs, wants, and desires. This is what you're scared of. This is the fear stopping you from opening up to a beautiful connection. And by being educated about it and facing that fear and writing down what you're actually afraid of, and it is as simple as meeting someone below your frequency and the chance that you could fall head over heels in love with them, because I feel like you are a heart-centered being, and all of these readings have been heart-centered beings. You're all people who used to lead with your heart-centered self, but you had to meet the ego, the brain, some halfway, and learn to balance that out as well, and learn to love from a more authentic and balanced state of mind. But you're now all ego. You're now all, nah, fuck you, idea of love, nah, done. Don't even want to consider it. Don't even want anyone to fuck up the beautiful peace you're creating in your life now. More than happy to be alone. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. If that's what you truly want, that's what your heart desires, keep doing it. But you need to know there is someone out there waiting to share their life with you, waiting to bring you into their life, waiting to meet you at your vibrational level. But first you have to eliminate the fear that you could fall head over heels, jump into a relationship that's lower than your energetic field, lower than your vibrational self, and know that and trust yourself enough that you've built up enough strength to actually meet someone on your level. So this is kind of a test from the universe saying to you, are you ready to really meet someone? And if so, how can you eliminate the need and want and desire to jump into something that is not on your vibrational frequency? Do you have enough healing work and knowledge behind you to not let yourself jump into a situation that doesn't serve you and is not on your vibrational frequency? Do you want to mother to someone? Do you want to cater for someone else's needs? Are you ready for that emotionally, physically, mentally? Do you even want to take on love at this stage? Do you want to help bring someone up to your level and try and build their character up to your level just to get shit on all over again? These are the questions that haunt your mind daily. And until you can sit down, get real with yourself and answer them, you will not be ready. I think you are living in fantasy land quite a bit. You're enjoying the visions and the dreams and the memories of playing and running through this field with your child self, with your inner child, enjoying, romanticizing, living in this fantasy world where you're safe. Maybe you do still have some more work to do. We aren't meant to live as alone. As human beings, we actually have a natural desire to want to be in a partnership. That is just how we're conditioned. But I think in this day and age, a lot of people are just being in connections to not be alone. And you've gone beyond that. You're now being alone because you want to be alone. Because you don't want to get hurt. You don't want to even open up to the possibility of being hurt again and letting love in. You are closed off to everything, man, except for your own fantasy world and the romances that live in your head. Maybe you're even in love with yourself that much that the idea of letting someone in scares you still. And that's all perfectly normal. This is where we have to try and find the balance between the heart and the head, the fear and the ego, the love and the hate, the constant battle and the need to grow and change and develop into stronger versions of ourselves. Humans are always growing and evolving, and it is hard to actually get to a place where we feel we're 100% ready. But I think, and we're never ever going to be 100% ready, but I think if you can remind yourself that you are human and you live in a human experience, even though you're an advanced soul, you are an old soul, I can tell, a very spiritually advanced soul, because you've done the work, a lot of the work on yourself through your own self-discovery and hurt. You've turned your trauma into pain. But you just need to remind yourself you still are a human being living a human existence. Sometimes I do feel your pain and you are craving a companion. You are craving someone authentically beautiful as your own self. But you need to face those extra fears and know that it is okay to be open to love. But finding the most authentic love for you needs to be the love that you need to focus on. You need to journal. You need to write. You need to sit down and get real with yourself. What are you afraid of? What do you want in a partner? What will you accept and not accept? Are you willing to make some adjustments if you meet the right person and they do need some extra help to bring you up to your level? And I can talk from experience, first-hand experience. I was in a relationship. I am in a relationship where they have a lot of their own personal demons, addiction problems, mental health problems, trauma problems, undiagnosed mental illness. They want to develop their spiritual side. It's going as far as their spiritual guides are actually reaching out to me through me because I am so connected with this person, and they're like sending messages through me. But this person is simply not ready to evolve. You pour so much work into these people because you love them so much and you just want you want to bring them up to your level. But you need to realize only they can do that work for themselves. And this is the experience you don't want to go through. Maybe you've been through something similar. Or maybe this is what you're afraid of attracting, someone you have to put a lot of work into, because it is exhausting, trust me. When it is going as far as you can see the potential and the greatness within this person, but they're not even seeing it within themselves, or they're saying they are, but their actions aren't reflecting then their words, it creates a lot of problems. This person is still living in money, financial, egotistical, materialistic, needing point of way of life. Whereas I've had the businesses, I've been successful, I've done all that, and it meant nothing to me. It was great having the extra money, and it was great having all the extra things in the world, but at the end of the day, having a roof over my head, having food in the fridge, paying my rent, having a little money put aside, that is all that matters to me. My spiritual work and giving back and doing free work and bringing awareness to these type of things is way more fulfilling to me. And this is where I kind of regret jumping in so quickly to a situation where I thought I could change the person. Because you can't change somebody. You have to want to change yourself. And I feel like you have already done a lot of work to change your own character, and you don't want to invest in somebody else. And I see and I'm with you 100%. But you do not have to shut your heart off completely. You can continue to be open to receiving love, but attracting the right kind of love, and saying no to the love that is not for you, and not feeling bad about it. That is just part of growing and maturing and attracting the right soul partner for ourselves. That was such a beautiful message that I brought you. Thank you, Deehyour, for delivering that channeled message. It was absolutely amazing. Now we're going to go on and bring you some tarot messages and oracle messages. So Deehyour, again, feel free to channel, send your visions, or talk to the people, give extra advice through tarot. Or Ace of Swords. A new beginning when it comes to love. Opening your eyes, but using your head more than your heart, your logic more than your heart when it comes to choosing a love partner. You have grown and matured so much through this, the hurt of your past life and your past trauma, that you will not let anyone take this sword and pierce your heart ever again. You're smarter and wiser than that. And this new beginning in love you're opening up to will soon take place. And you will be so picky that you may feel that you need to stop. But don't stop. You're being urged to go forward. The sword is raised in victory. And your universal soulmate is out there. Can you see the planets on the card? There are 4 planets on that card. Your universal soulmate, your match, is out there. And you will be victorious when you find them. Keep going. They are out there waiting for you, okay? Know that victory will be yours, because you're entering into an I want to say looking for love with a mission in mind. You want to win at all costs, and you will be victorious because you are being so picky. What extra messages can we tell group 3? I was going to call you group 2 then. Whoa. Wheel of Fortune. I love this for you. Your luck is changing when it comes to love again, because you're being so smart and logical. The luck will change for you. Your luck in love will change. You're calling out your soulmate through your search. You're being picky, and you're changing the way you approach looking for love from the way you did in the past. And I may be repeating the same messages somehow to some of you, but just know that your luck is changing when it comes to your soulmate. And they're coming in fast. I feel like they're going to come in very fast once you open up to the idea of letting love in. I feel like you're going to make it a mission. Yep, you're at a balanced place. You are ready to go out and find them. Again, it's about actioning this readiness, because I feel you do get lonely sometimes, and what holds you back from finding this love, even though you are in a balanced place, is the fear of getting hurt again. But again, Go on dates, have fun. Do not give yourselves to them physically. Do not give yourselves to them emotionally. Just enjoy them, get to know them as a friend, and set your firm boundaries. Really get to know them, and make sure they're everything they say they are. And make sure your wants for a relationship are on the same level. Make sure their actions are living up to their words as well. You don't want to find out later on, once you're committed, that they have underlying mental health issues, unresolved past ex bullshit, mummy issues, daddy issues, children issues. You will not take on any of that baggage, and that may be harsh for some of you. Don't get me wrong, some of you may bend a little if you fall for this person, but I'm telling you not to fall for this person. Don't open up emotionally until you're 100% knowing in your heart of hearts that they are the person for you. Wow. Polar Lisa. Group 1 got this card as well. It is a special card in a deck of, in this Teddy Tarot. It is a special card. So there's one special card and you got it. This is asking you to sit with yourself for a while. Also do some research on the Mona Lisa's life. That is very important for you. Also look up the symbolism of the sun. Get some extra messages there. And either a sunflower field or a wheat field. Also get in touch with your inner child. I think you already are. Make sure you maintain that and love and nurture that relationship. The Polar Lisa is asking you to sit with yourself. Write down what you will and won't accept. Go into hermit mode for a bit longer. And write down and analyze what you want to do and get out of this love journey you're about to embark on. Get real with yourself. Get real with your wants, needs, goals, and desires for a love match. And don't accept less than anything that is on your list and anything that you said you wouldn't put up with. Mona Lisa, Polar Lisa, is telling you to sit with yourself and get realistic about your wants and needs for a love relationship. That is such a beautiful card to get. I'm glad you got it as well. You deserve an amazing love match. What other advice can we give to group 3 about their love match? 5 of Wands. You're still questioning whether you're even ready for this journey. I think there is still a battle going on in your head against your heart. Your head's telling you no and shutting down any idea about this love quest you're about to go on. And your heart is craving a soul partner. You've got to eliminate that fear. You've got to eliminate the want of and the fear of, I'm not ready. Because you know how strong you are. You know how far you've come. And you know within your heart of hearts that you are ready. You just have to be smart about it and eliminate the fear. Don't live in a fear-based reality, because that's lowering your beautiful vibrational state. And you are in a high vibrational state. You opened up with such beautiful energy, and you sometimes have an argument with yourself in your head and tell yourself you're not ready, and forget the hard work that you've already done, that you've already built upon. 2 of Swords. Yeah, you've got to make the decision. Do you stay in fear? Don't get me wrong, you're happy as you are now, and you're happy being alone, and you're happy romanticizing the idea of love. But you've got to make the decision. Are you ready to act on it? Or are you going to stay as you are? Fear is creeping in because your body's urging you to change. It's craving this soulmate that is out there for you, as shown in the Ace of Swords. This person is out there waiting for you. Your luck is changing. All the cards are indicating growth. And your soul and body is urging you to take action and make the right decision and leap into the unknown. But do it smartly. Again, sit with yourself and write down what you will and won't accept. But you will be victorious when it comes to love. You've just got to make the decision to work towards finding it. Alright, I want to get you some more advice. This is my everyday tarot deck. It comes with traditional tarot deck and advice cards. So I'm using the advice cards for you in this reading. Let's find out what extra advice I can give you. Oop. Let the past go. The past hurt can't hurt you now. So again, don't let the fear of the past or the fear of rejection or the fear, I think it's for you, it's more the fear of jumping into something you're not prepared for too soon, or something you won't accept as example, like baggage, or helping someone with a mental health problem. And that may seem selfish saying it out loud, but it's not at all. You want someone that's on your level that can give you what you can give them, and you want just a beautiful, peaceful relationship. You're not going to do things that you used to do in the past. This is the hamster wheel. You're going, and this is talking about repetitive patterns and not getting any different outcome. You're not going to do this. You've purged this already. This is gone. This is the past. Sometimes this, remember you got the 5 of Wands in your reading. You have that constant battle with yourself in your head. And it's about this very issue. Repeating past patterns, jumping into something too soon, letting your heart lead you when it comes to love. Your logical brain is here. You're no longer blindfolded or blindsided by love. You're smarter than that now. You're not going to let this happen at all. But this is just here as a warning, as a reminder to saying you have overcome this already. And you are to write it down. Sit with yourself like you've been told to in the Mona Lisa, the Polar Lisa energy. And really, really get real with yourself. Have a good, honest communication. Have good, open, raw communication with yourself. And purge that energy. Get real with yourself. If you won't accept someone who has a mental health condition, don't accept it. You won't be seen as a bitch. They are your boundaries. That is what you will and won't accept when it comes to love. And you've done all the purging work, and you deserve someone who is on your level and can give you what you can give. That doesn't mean to say if you're together with them and you're committed to them and they have a problem in the future, you won't help them through it. I'm not saying that at all. You will help them because you'll be in a loving, committed relationship and they have earned your trust and help. But you don't have to go into a situation you don't want to go into, that you're not willing to accept. You don't have to do that at all. You want someone who can give you what you can put in on equal footing. That is what I'm saying here. That is the level you have grown to as a person, and that is what you will and won't accept. That's the kind of energy we're speaking here. All right, I want to get you some advice, destiny advice from my Lenormand's deck. This is the Blonde Destiny deck, or Lenormand deck. I want to get you 3 cards from this deck. Oh, that came out fast. Oh, how beautiful. This is you, chilling, manifesting you and banishing your past to the moon. You've done the work. You're just sitting there looking pretty, enjoying your peace. Look at that. Everything we've talked about so far summed up in one picture. We also have, look at that. You can't make this shit up. A cup of tea with the galaxy in it. You are manifesting your soulmate. Your soulmate is here, waiting to come into your life. That's twice you've had references to the soul, to the universe. You're calling in your soulmate. You're sitting there chilling by the pool, drinking your tea, your galactic tea, and calling in your soulmate. You want to live a peaceful and settled life with them. That's a country life. That's settling down. That's family. That's peace. Hanging up your jacket after a long walk with your loved one. How beautiful is this energy? This is a look into your future, into your destiny, into you calling in your soulmate, your equal, the love, the person who has purged and done the work themselves. How beautiful is that? I actually want to get you one more message about your future. Let's get about your future now. This is my All That Glitters deck. Can we get 2 affirmations about their future life, please? What can they expect in the future besides a loving, beautiful connection? 1. Okay. Riches flow through me like waves in the ocean and come back again. I am grateful for the wealth in my life right now. I am grateful for the wealth that is inside of me. Grateful for the wealth that is inside of me. Again, we're not talking money here. We're talking about abundance in love, And for you right now, it's all about the self-love that you have built for yourself. And you are enjoying it so much, and you are so fulfilled, and you are so in love with yourself. And it's such a beautiful energy you're radiating in right now. And the universe sees that you're ready for someone new. And it is just those little last elements of fear that you have to conquer, and your soulmate will come in flying for you. How beautiful was your reading? It was much lighter. It was much easier to deliver. The other two groups were much heavier, but I absolutely adored doing it for you. It has made me smile so much. It has made me so happy. Thank you, Deehyour, for allowing us to channel and work with you. Thank you for being there. Guys, please check out my new website I have built. You can continue to support me through booking a personal reading, trauma counseling, or buying the beautiful merchandise that's on there. But I thank you for watching me and allowing me into your heart and head. And feel free to connect with me or just to say hello in the comments. Much love. Bye.
If you're into all things witchy, spooky, wonderful, come and join me as I get ready to launch my Blonde Psychic website. I have been building it for the last few weeks, and I've got a few more little things I've got to add to it, but it will be up and running soon. I have a huge variety of my tarot reads on there. You can actually choose from questions you want to ask as well, and I have listed so many different genres and questions. It's amazing how much you can ask. I also have my personal decks on there, some generic decks, my trauma counseling, and I have a great little incentive with our mental health merchandise. T-shirts and jumpers. Every time you buy one, 100% of the profits will go back into offering free mental health counseling for those in need. I also have my self-help books and the books that I've published. I have crystals, spiritual jewelry I've collaborated on, tarot cards, candles, incense, essential oil, perfume. There is so much that I have put into this website. This is why it's taken me so long to build, and I still have more to go. If you're interested in becoming an ambassador for me or creating some content, link up with me.